combine like terms. So like terms can be combined when they are exactly the same. So let's look at the first example. So we're going to simplify. So we have 7x squared plus 1x minus 6x squared minus 6x plus 3x squared. So just to understand, just because we added variables, you actually do know how to do this. It's really just like adding and subtracting multiple things. So let's just go ahead and say maybe x squared is apples, right? Because there we have x squared and we have x. And x could be oranges. And this will make more sense. So we have 7x squared. So you can say we have 7 apples, right? That's all we're just saying, is that there's like 7 things of this thing, right? So, and then we're going to go minus, right? We're just going to, let's group up and say all the apples together because we can only combine what's exactly the same. So we can combine this one and this one and this one to each other. So we have 7x squared minus 6x squared plus 3x squared. Then we have these two, so we have plus 1x. We want to make sure we always include all the signs that it has right before it. So now we've kind of grouped it and grouped them by what they are, kind of like what makes them the same, right? So we can add the first 3 together. And so we're only going to be looking at the numbers. So we have 7 minus 6 plus 3. That's all we're doing, right? So say we have 7 apples, 6 got taken, and then we added 3 more apples. Well, if we had 7 apples minus 6 apples, that's just 1 now. And then we're going to add the 3, so that's 4. So we're going to put 4 below, and it's just x squared, right? Because that indicates what the thing is, right? Then we're going to go ahead and do the next part. So we have, say, 1 oranges, and then 6 somehow got away. So now we're in it, like say we owe, right? We're like in debt of 5 oranges. That's really all that means. So then we have minus 5x. And so this would be our solution. That's how we combine like terms. So all we did was group the first thing, because we found which ones, like say just the x squareds, which ones were just the x's. Then we rewrote it in an order, so it's just the x squared first, and then we wrote out all the x's after. Then we could only add and subtract the ones with x squared to each other, right? And then we could only add or subtract the ones that just had x, and we only looked at the numbers, and then we kept the variable the same. And so that's how we do that. So let's look at another example. So example 2, we're going to simplify the following. We have 2ab squared plus 5a minus 4ab squared plus 4a minus 8a squared. So let's see which ones are similar. So we have this, right, and we're only looking at the variables to see which ones are the same. So we have this ab squared, and then we have another ab squared here. And then let's look. Then we have a 5a, and we have a 4a. And then notice we have one that isn't like anything else. And so that one will just stay as is. So let's go ahead and just rewrite everything. So we have 2ab squared minus 4ab squared, then plus 5a plus 4a minus 8a squared. So now we can go ahead and combine what are exactly the same, right? And this is in terms of the variable. So the first one, right, 2ab squared minus 4ab squared, so it's 2 minus 4, which is just negative 2. And then we'll keep the variables the same. Then we're going to move on to 5a plus 4a, so we're just adding the numbers, so that's plus 9a. And then there's nothing to combine with this a squared, so it's just minus 8a squared. And so this would be our whole solution. And now, when you go ahead and submit this into WAMAP, you can do it at any order, it will accept it. So you could start off with, like, say 9a and then go minus 2ab squared minus 8a squared, and that would take your answer. Or you can submit it like this.